So welcome back to another lesson. In this video we're going to teach you how to find C on the E, A, D, and G strings on the 6th, 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings. So we're going to find the note C. String 6, you know, is the thickest string. It plays the note E when we're open. Let's review the pattern of black notes that we learned, and more accurately where the black notes aren't. In the earlier videos we learned there was no black note between B and C, and that there's no black note between E and F. Everywhere else there's a black note. So that's the pattern that we're going to need to learn to apply. Since we're starting on the E string, we'll start on the letter E. And we're going to go up. So we're going to try and figure out which fret would be letter C. And there's going to have to be a bunch of steps to find it, but let's explore. Since we're starting on the E string, we're going to start on the letter E and go up. So there's E. The first fret, there is no black note between E and F, so that's F. Then there's a black note. Let's learn how to name that black note. That black note sits between F here on the first fret and G here on the 3rd fret. So that second fret could be either called F sharp or G flat. So again, E, F, F sharp or G flat, G. Black note, which would be either G sharp or, yes, A flat. The 5th fret, A. That's a big deal. The reason the 5th fret's a big deal is because if you get to the 5th fret, you're playing the note of the string above it. So right now I'm on the E string, I'm playing the 5th fret, and it comes out A. When I'm on the A string and play the 5th fret, it comes out D. Also a good way to tune your guitar. I'm on the 4th string on the 5th fret. E, A, D, G, B, E. E, A, D. D string, 5th fret, plays G. So the first 3 strings play the string above them if you go to the 5th fret. So it's an easy place to remember what the letter is. I'll say that again. We know the strings are called E, A, D, G. If I go to the 5th fret, A, D, G. So it's the string above. An easy way to remember where you are when you get to the 5th fret, so you don't have to start from the beginning every time. So we get to A. The 6th fret would be a black note, either called A sharp or B flat. Then B. And then there's no black note, so the 8th fret, is C. So again, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, which is the same as the string above it, A sharp, B, C, 8th fret. So, the 8th fret is C. So here's a picture of the fretboard. And you look at it and you say, "Ah! It's too many notes! Too many notes!" you say. Relax. The same pattern over and over. You just got to remember there's no black note between B and C or E and F. So let's find C on the E, A, D, and G strings. Now, before we did the experiment, and we found out that on E, it was the 8th fret. I'm going to try and remember how that sounds. I'll go back to it to check my work in a moment. I'm going to go to the A string. A, black note, B, C. Third fret. Wait. A, black note, B, C. So there's my C. Let's see if it's the same C as the one on the one above it. Oh, and look, they're 5 frets apart, just like when we were learning about how, when you're on the 5th fret, it plays the string above. So on the D string, well, think about it. C is right next to D, isn't it? But it's underneath D, not above D. So here you are on the D string, the 6th, 5th, 4th string. So you're on your D string, and you're trying to figure out where C is. And you know that the 12th fret is D, because the 12th fret is always up an octave, so that's an easy way to figure things out. So you could go down, you could go D, black note, C, and realize it's the 10th fret. But you might be having trouble going backwards right now. Let's go forwards again from D. So again, there's going to be no black note between B and C, and no black note between E and F. I'm starting on D, my 4th string. So here's my D string. D, black note, E, F, black note, G. Oh, let's see if it's G. There it is. It's the same as the string above it. So I'm on G. I could have started there because I knew the 5th fret would give me the next string. So G, black note, A, black note, B, C. I count and I find out I'm on the 10th fret. Is that hard to remember? Might be. Some kids will remember E string, 8th fret, A string, 3rd fret, D string, 10th fret, and it did go up an octave. And then we're going to look at the G string. And you're looking at the G string, you're like, wait, G, let me see, G, black note, A, black note, B, C. 5th fret. So, we just showed you how to find C on the E string, 8th fret, A string, 3rd fret, D string, 10th fret, G string, 5th fret. So, in the next lesson, we're going to teach you how to play a scale. And we're going to use a pattern. But for now, if you can remember, the first 2 strings, you'll be good to go. Because we're going to learn that, again, on the E string, it's the 8th fret for C. On the A string, it's the 3rd fret for C. And then we'll be able to play a scale. So you'll see you in the next lesson.